Welcome to For the Love of Making Books. I just wanted to continue working in this journal, sort of inspired by an advent calendar. So I have put in a tag here at the front. It's not maybe the best contrast. I just wanted to add a little, I'd stapled on a gold ribbon there, but I just wanted to add something else. I'm not a big fan of the staple look, but some people like it. So I thought, well, if I'm going to go with an advent style, maybe put a little star here. Okay, so I've gone through, I don't want to bore you with a lot of placement decisions. So I'm just going to do some of my bits and pieces put in. So I got this book from second-hand book, and it's the first time I've actually managed to get a book of birds. So of course I was thinking about the 12 days of Christmas, and guess what I found? A partridge. No pear tree, but it's a red-legged partridge. So my book's quite full, even though I haven't stuck anything in yet. I just wanted to place things, so I thought if I'm going to go with an advent style calendar, I might as well start with a partridge. I've just backed it with some of the paper. I'm sorry if you hear the weather. Shortest day of the year, weather warning, so the options for making a video are quite small. So there was little egg pictures, so I thought I'd put the egg here inside my first envelope. So this is our glitter glue, but I have a confession to make. I have watered it down, so it was getting a bit thick and very difficult to get things glued down before they set up. So I thought, well, if it's a water-based glue, why can't I put a bit of water in it? I think I probably put too much. And then just a couple of days after I had done that, I was watching Pam at the Paper Outpost, and she was adding alcohol to Fabri-Tac and put way too much in it. So I thought I wouldn't seal up the first envelopes because they're so tiny. Okay, so it's just an extra wee bit of writing space. I know there's a lot of people whose style is, you know, overloading with ephemera and with decoration. I'm not one of those people. I like what they do, but I just can't help myself or make myself do it. So this is just a wee cluster. I think I showed those the last time. So I've spaced out these, and guess what I found then in the book as well. I thought, no, I'll not get past the partridge, but I did. So I'm going to put this in as a side tuck. I'm not very keen on putting the opening of side tucks in towards the middle, especially if it's going to be quite a fat journal. I don't even think I've got that half straight, but I'll put it down and do it that way. It's quite hard to glue things. I thought I would be smart, you see, and not bore you with me making decisions. I don't know if you ever watch people who are saying, well, I'll put it here, we'll put it there. And I sort of always think, well, in my mind, I don't say out loud, in my mind I say, well, you're going to put it there, and they try it maybe 10 other places, and then come back to the original place again, just a wee open out space there. So I've tried in all my envelopes to put the number in a variety of places, so hopefully that will stick down. I'll just leave those clips on and move. I feel as if the camera's very close here, but hopefully you get a good view. I was left with one of these little triangle pieces from a jelly print. So this journal is sort of a jelly print theme, and also a nod towards the Advent calendar. I don't know whether you'd believe this, but I've never had an Advent calendar in my life. It's just not something I've ever had. I always felt it was such a waste of money too, but maybe that's not true. So this is slipping and sliding a lot today, so it's kind of annoying me already. So there's the label of someone's Christmas jumper, and I just backed it with a jelly print, a faint jelly print, so you can still write on it. So I'm just going to pop that in, not tight against the glue just yet. So this is my first run through adding things. So this was the Westminster envelope. I think I showed you the last time. So I've kind of ruined it. Well, maybe it wasn't entirely my fault, but I could have glued it down here and opened it at the side, but I didn't. Decide to do a top opening. So I've written a wee note to myself, watch gluing, because I could have just seen myself doing that. So what I'm going to do is glue this. I've lined up the wee notch, glue this, and then down this side here to catch there, and probably a bit there as well. So maybe just start with glue stick. Maybe put a wee bit of glue there. So this hopefully will be open the full size if I do this correctly. So I'm going to glue down here, I think, and that will be here. Maybe just do the whole way around to make sure there's good contact. So I did take time to measure it. So that's another jelly print, it's sort of a seasonal theme. So I'm hoping that will work. I still probably have to do something here. Okay. And yes, I got a hen. It's a hazel hen. Not sure what a French hen looks like. Does it just speak French? Or come from France? Well, so this is a very subtle journal, isn't it? So, and this is number 3. Again, I think they're small enough. That's a 3-inch square I started with. And this is the hazel hen's egg. So I'm just going to rub that. That was just to explain, I think. You could put another pocket here, but it's so small. I want it to be able to open out and yet give enough room to write. So there's no point in it opening out and people can't write on the flaps. Okay, so I've got the 3. And this is just another cluster, so the last one I put up there. Don't know whether I want to poke it out. I'll put it down here in just a sec. So this is just a cluster. These are 2 more leftover little pieces. Sorry about my hand, but I don't know if anybody else has the same problem, but the last day, you know, if you go home on a Friday, it's bad enough from work. You have to make sure everything's done that needed to be done before everybody goes home. We'll try that for it when you have a 2-week break. Those were all the things I had to remember. Pretty chuffed with myself because I just looked at it and said, yeah, got those all done. There's no point in me putting reminders in my phone or things like that, because that won't work for me. So I hope that's straight. When I come back, I can put in little pieces of paper there. So I've got another cluster. This time I can go above the edge of the paper without it sticking out. Yeah, that was very sensible. Oops. So I'll put it above and then have to wipe off the extra. So this is the wren. Nothing to do with the 12 Days of Christmas. It does have a special meaning because that was one of the names my mum used to call me as a child. Jenny Wren. I am not called Jennifer or anything, it's just a little pet name she had. So this is 4, and maybe this will be one of the last ones that I don't seal up. I think I've made all the envelopes, so I could have done that down closer to the edge, but I didn't. So I'll come back through and put extra pieces in. And I just had the wren's egg and the name there already, so it's not going in the envelope this time. Not sure what I'd planned for that. I think I do need, well, I came to the conclusion I needed to move a bit faster with the envelopes, so I'll maybe just go and find them. So that's 4. This is quite a small one too, so I'll maybe stick this one down unclosed. So I'll keep, I have a pile of little extra things anyway that I can use. So this is one of the, not really the colour ways, but the green and red and black that I had and gold. So we're at envelope 5. So this is just going to be a side tuck here. So that's one of the jelly prints, and when I cut off the tag tops, I just stuck them at the bottom. Don't know whether I like it, but you don't know till you try things. So there's a bit of, this is an unused envelope, so there's a bit of gummed paper there, so I had sort of thought I'd stick this on and then trim off the excess. Okay, so just going from here. Need to turn this round some way, I'm not sure how. It doesn't even need to be completely trimmed. Maybe just use the punch on that with a rounder if it fits. Okay. Not quite sure what that's going to be used for, so I'm going to go looking for the next envelope and bring them all forward a smidgen. So this one is a 3.5 inch, so I think we could maybe seal that one up. Just check again, yeah. Check this. So my envelope We Are Memory Keepers envelope has broken, so not too happy about that. But to be quite honest with you, I find it really hard to use at times, and you can make envelopes just as effectively by folding and cutting those little notches yourself. Those little notches you can cut yourself. And so there's, I'm going to put that as a reminder, there's a little space there. So I've got another corner tuck. I'll maybe go this way this time. So I'm going to soon leave it just and come back and finish this. And while I hold that, I'm going to glue this cluster. Oops, don't think I've had one up here. And hold it down. Okay. So the last envelope was 6. Maybe just do one more. I haven't done one on this here, so I need to go looking for 7. So this is 7. I think I'll close it up. There's a lot of distress ink on that, and that would make a good, and I'll maybe just stick it down here to cover the back of this a little bit. Too many clips. And I'll put in a wee reminder there that that's okay. So I haven't done anything with that middle one, so maybe stick this one down and then that'll do me. I'm halfway, so, well, not halfway with the envelopes. I'm starting to get a bit worried about fitting them in. So this is just a book page with some scraps. You fold down this bit here and then add the scraps. And I made a little notebook with a topper and a punch out of a different jelly print. So I feel as if did I not remember to do that wee bit? So I'll put a wee clip or two there. Okay, so we'll leave that. I do have at the very back a waterfall. I regret now making it out of jelly print on card because it's made it very big, but I'm going to have 4 envelope type pockets there for the very back page. So I just have a few other envelopes of lots of labels, and I was thinking of doing some page tabs with just scraps. I've got a very rough scrap here where you would do a page tab with just a cutout or a torn out piece of jelly print there. So I have lots of envelopes done. These are the ones I made without the envelope cutter. So lots of variety and shapes and sizes. So I'll put those in the next time. So thank you for watching.